This is the project we're going to do today. This first row is just ornaments or gift tags made with Stampscapes, stamps. And this row are the same scenes, but these have been made into shaker tags or ornaments. And so, as you can see, and these are the different tags that are going to be made in today's video. Okay, I have some Neenah Classic Crest Solar White here, 80 pound. And I've got some Stampscape stamps in here, and I'm going to ink them up first with some Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay, I've cleaned off my stamps, and now I'm going to re-ink up the trees using a water-based marker. This is a Marvy LePlume 2, number 15, olive green. Okay, and now I'll change out my stamping plate here. Put a new one in. And I'll turn this around. And then I will just put some trees behind here. And I'll put a simple mask there. And I will ink up these trees. And now I'll put the green marker on. And another small set of trees. And I'll ink them up with the green marker. Okay, now I'm going to take the Fawn Snow Globe gift tag die set. I'm going to use this particular die, and I am just going to pick a spot here of each of these areas that I kind of like, and then I'm going to cut them out on my die cutting machine. Now with this stamp, if I'm careful, I think I will be able to get actually 2 cutouts from this particular stamp. Okay, and I was able to get 5 cutouts from these particular sets of stamps, and so now we'll start to color these. Okay, I'll use some Copic markers, E21 and E25 for the cabin. Okay, for the windows I'll do Y13 and Y19. Okay, for the trees, YG61 and YG63. Okay, and for these rocks in front of the water, I'm going to use my E21 and E25. Okay, and for the roofs of the buildings, I'm going to use some toner grays. Okay, for the water, I'll start with a B91. Okay, for the sky, I'm going to do some ink blending. I'm going to start with Distress Ink Tumbled Glass. Next, I'll do some Broken China. And some Mermaid Lagoon. Now I also put some Mermaid Lagoon on the bottom here, especially where the water down at the bottom is, to help it better blend in with the sky area. Okay, now I'll use a white gel pen to just add some highlights and some snow to these scenes. Okay, in this scene, I'm going to want to stamp this little critter in there just to add some interest. So I'm going to put this in my stamping platform. My little moose down at the bottom, or caribou, or whatever this thing is. Okay, I didn't realize I was not recording when I was adding the gel pen to the rest of these scenes, but basically I just dot the gel pen on here to add the snow to the trees and to the ground and to the water. And now I am going to take some Dr. Phil Martin's Bleed Proof White. And I have a small lid here that I keep just for the bleed proof white. And I'm just going to squirt some water on it. And I'll take the bleed proof white and I'll just take a small paintbrush and dip a little bit in here. And then I'll mix it up in the water. Okay, now I'll pick it up onto my paintbrush and then I'll just dab the paintbrush to make some splatters. And where the blobs are kind of too big, I'll just take a wadded up paper towel and just dab them to soften them a bit. Okay, now I'm going to take some Sparkle Sheer Shimmer Spritz. And I'm just going to spray it a couple of squirts onto these. Okay, I use these dies here to cut some glitter cardstock and also some fun foam. And in this particular case, I am not going to use the inside piece. I can save these for a different project. So I'm just going to be using the outside outline from this die and then these two from these. Okay, and next I use this die to cut out a heavyweight white cardstock as well as the clear plastic for on top. And then I also use these two dies in tandem like this to cut out this piece. And then there's also another little die that you can put right here And when you run this through the die cutting machine, then you get these little designs on the bottom. And then I also used this die to cut out the panels that we just colored. And so now we're ready to start assembling our snow globe. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take the two from stamp from the Lawn Fawn Slow Down and Enjoy stamp set. And I will use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I will stamp on each of the white die cuts on the right side. Okay, next I am going to take this brown die cut and I will glue it to the back of the white one. Okay, next I'll glue the glitter Okay, next we'll glue one of our colored panels. Okay, next we'll take the outside piece of one of the fun foams and we will glue it along the outside here. Okay, I'm going to take one of the acetate pieces that I cut out and I'm going to cut along the bottom, right along here, and also along the top. So basically I just cut this bottom part off so that all we have now is the middle section. Okay, next I'm going to take some 1/8" score tape and find the end of it, and then I'm going to put it on top of my fun foam. And now I'll take my bone folder and burnish the tape down to the fun foam. Okay, next I'll just run my anti-static tool along the inside here. And I have some really small seed beads here. These are size 15-0 or /0 round beads. And I am just going to add a few of them to the inside of this. Not too many, just a few. And I'll remove the release paper from the score tape. And then I will carefully place the acetate window on top. Okay, now I'll put some more 1/8" score tape. And I'll burnish the score tape down with my bone folder. And I'll release the score tape, release paper. And then this part, which is the outside part of this part that was cut out. Just going to take this part and carefully layer it on. And now I'll use a small piece of twine to act as a hanger for the gift tag. And here's the final shaker tag. You can turn it over and put to and from. And then you just repeat this for the other colored panels that you made, and you can easily make multiple gift tags. And here are all the shaker tags that were made using the scenes that we stamped. Okay, and now I'm going to show how to just make plain gift tags and not use the shaker element. And so you start the same way by gluing the brown part onto the white background. And then the next step is to put your colored panel in the opening. Then we're going to put on the glitter die cuts. And then all we have to do is put the glitter outline there. You don't have to do any fun foam or anything like that because we're not doing the shaker element. And so doing just regular tags is much quicker than doing the shaker tags. Okay, and these are the tags when they do not have the shaker element. So you don't have to put the foam, the fun foam or the plastic on top because there is no shaker element. And it also doesn't hide the nice glitter that you put on there from when you sprayed it with the Shimmer Spritz. And so these are also very nice tags. Okay, and here are two sets of tags. The ones down here, these are the shaker tags. And because it's behind plastic, you don't see the shimmer as well. I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not, but there's a lot of sparkle in this one because of the Shimmer Spritz, which you don't see as much in this one. It may be because the shaker elements are knocking it off, or this is also more three-dimensional than this one. But these are the two different ways that you could make these particular cards. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.